What's up, guys? It's your boy Allan Wade back again with another video. You see the SE600 in the background waiting to stitch up the file that we have in store for today. If you haven't purchased one yet, don't forget to go to the description at the bottom of this video and use my Amazon link. It helps the channel out a lot at no cost to you. Guys, don't forget to follow me on social media. Instagram, A-Dubb I changed it. And Facebook.com/A-Dubb and Facebook.com/King A-Dubb, guys. So let's just jump into this design and let me show you guys what we'll be doing today. You guys see it, it's the Puma logo. I've already made it in the PE Design 10, and what we're gonna do right now is we're going to measure this design out so we can get going back into the software and make sure it's close to this size as possible. Right here I have it at about 1.5 inch on my ruler, about 1.5 inch, a little bit bigger wouldn't hurt anything. So I'm gonna go back in this Design Studio software and make my length, my width, actually my width, length, whatever, the same size, 1.5 inch. It looks like this tail is coming out a little bit past that, and that's okay. And the height is really not going to matter because I want to make sure my length and my width, my height and my length is the same. You want to make sure you don't mess up the aspect ratio. You don't want to stretch and make it long or make it too tall and stuff like that. So you make sure you keep your proportions even. All right, so I got about 1.5 inches. So let's go into the software and make sure it's 1.5 inch Puma design and see how close we can get it to look like the original. This is really puffy right here. It's kind of embossed. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that embossed feel, but we'll see. So guys, we are in PE Design 10 right now, and what we're going to do is highlight the entire thing. And if you look at the bottom right down here, you see where you have the inches, so you can see how big this thing is. Right now it's at 2.24, so we're going to grab the little anchors on the side right here and we're gonna get it down to about 1.5 inch. All right, we're going down. It's hard for me to see it, guys, because I got the screen capture software thing in the bottom there. So what does that say? 75, 1.5, 1.52, and that's about, what is that, guys? 1.59, 1.61. I can't see it because the screen capture software has something. Okay, 1.49, 1.50. Okay, that's perfect. So with it highlighted, I'm going to go up here to arrange. I'm going to go to layout and I'm going to go move to center. So this, it's in the center of the thing. So that's 1.5, 1.5 inches wide, guys. So you know, I'm just gonna go to the sewing order. I'm gonna click on this layer right here, and I want to adjust a pull comp, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to. One moment, let me see something. I still have to do some brushing up on this stuff, guys, but I'm just gonna save it right now. I'm just gonna save it to the memory card right now, and we're gonna go ahead upstairs and stitch this out as is and see how it comes out. All right, guys, so we're now at our embroidery machine. We have our memory stick right here. We're gonna load it up. Excuse my shoulder. Let me make sure it goes in correctly. I'm just doing the step by step so you guys can see how this stuff works. And then now we're going to navigate to the USB, and we're gonna go over to find our digitized files. I put everything in a folder now. Digitized files. Let me zoom in for you guys. Boom. And now we got all our digitized files. All right, so we're gonna navigate to our last file, which is our Puma. See all the files we've done. And boom. And I'm going to set it. And it says that it can't fit this type of hoop, which is this small hoop right here. I don't believe that that's accurate, guys, so I'm gonna hoop this up and I'm gonna show you and tell you why. Like, I don't know, it might be accurate, but we'll see. But I think that this can fit inside of this hoop. All right, but the machine is recommending that you use the bigger hoop, the 4x4 hoop, but sometimes you can get away with the small hoop, but you just have to use the feature where the needle moves around so that you can see if in fact it's going to be able to stitch out, and I'll show you that in a moment. Let me hoop some fabric in this, what is this, 1x1? I don't know what this is called, in this small hoop. Let me hoop some fabric in here, and we'll see in just a moment. Before I hoop this thing, I want to show you guys what I was talking about. If you look at this, it fits in here. It's just a matter of, can the embroidery needle move around and stitch this without the embroidery needle touching this part right here. All right, so that's what you got to be careful of when the machine tells you not to do something. But you know, I'm stubborn, so we'll see. Let me hoop this up and let me see if it's gonna work or not. All right, guys, that's good enough for me. I'm gonna go ahead and hoop this thing, put this thing up, make sure this thing is up like so, go like this. Boom, got it in there. This is a little looser than I'd like it to be, but it's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. The fabric is a little looser than I'd like it to be, like I said. But first thing I want to do is, I was winding some bobbins, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the thread because the thread is the wrong color. So first of all, let me lower down the ISO. 1 second, sorry about that, guys. It's too bright. There we go. That's more true to what it's supposed to look like. So let me take out the thread, the white thread. Made sure the tension was loose, and like I said, I was winding a bobbin, so I'll just take this thread out right here like so. This design shouldn't take that long to stitch out, so that's why I'm going ahead and showing you guys once again, like I do in a lot of the videos, showing you guys how to load the thread up in here. Boom, boom, and see how fast I do it. Boom, 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 in here, up and around. Put some tension on there. Load it up. Boom, and get my embroidery shears and pull that through. I'm going to take this tip right here, go through that hoop, and pull that thread through. It's hard for me to do it with one hand. Well, it's hard for me to do it on that angle. Now the thread is through. Go ahead and snip that. And we're ready to embroider, guys. So since this design is so small and intricate, I wanted to get you guys a closer view, so I adjusted the thing. And I'm just going to move the needle around to see how big the design is going to be, like I said. So I'm going to go to End Edit. I'm going to move around to see if it's going to be able to fit right on the cusp right there. It has enough room on that side. It has enough room on that side. Let me see. Yep, it's not touching anything. This is an example of it's just enough room to complete this design, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch this out on this using this small hoop, guys. Don't do what I do, because I don't know, maybe you might damage your machine, but it's just what I do. All right, so let's start. Looks like it's stitching out the Puma. Looks like it's going to be real thin. Don't know how I like that. Looks like it's going to be really thin. Not sure. Might have to make this a little thicker. Alright, guys, so here's our comparison. And we're off. But you rarely ever get this stuff correctly on the first try. But you can see how off we are. Obviously, I didn't look at this design carefully enough. Our panther needs to be way bigger, and the hind end needs to go behind the A. And ours is over top of the Puma, and it's not like, you know what I mean, next to, the legs are next to the A. Ours is on top of the A. So we need to change that, which is going to make the Panther bigger, but the Puma, the lettering, smaller. See, our Puma is big, needs more stitches. This needs more stitches because you could see some of the white through there. So the Puma needs to be bigger, text needs to be smaller, probably with a few more stitches in the text. But yeah, we're going to try it again. Let's go back to the software, make some adjustments. Also, what I noticed is, I don't know if you guys can tell, but in their design, in the real design, the leg is separated from the body, and the tail is separated from the body of the Puma. So I'm going to see what I can do about that. I'm just looking at it close to see how they did that. And yeah, I think I see exactly how they did that. So I'm going to attempt to copy that and you know, separate the leg from the leg and the tail from the body, and maybe that will be better. So let's go back to the software and let's get busy adjusting. Alright guys, here we go. Attempt number 2 with the Puma logo. Adjusted all the files. This was very difficult to adjust. I had to bring in another file and copy the attributes to the other file. Oh man, there's a bunch of stuff, but let's get this started. See how this one turns out. This one's gonna be interesting, guys. Very interesting. As you can see, it's stitching out the tail first. That's how I made it. Right away, I can look and see that the design is looking a lot better already. Got that embossed look going on, and that's exactly what I was going for. It's raised up. Let's see if I can zoom in so you guys can see better. See how it's like raised up a little bit? Yeah, man. Got that embossed look. To get rid of this thread that's coming through right here, because that is white thread coming through. I can actually change my the color thread, the color bobbin thread, and I think that's what's gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, and that's gonna solve our problem. All right, guys. So let's compare. Once again, you have the real next to the counterfeit. The counterfeit Puma looks like it needs a few meals. But what I noticed right away is I pulled off the embossed look. The white thread that you have peeking through around here, all I gotta do is change the bobbin thread. So we're gonna change the bobbin thread, and the actual Puma text, we're gonna make the Puma text a little bit taller so that it matches that. And I'm not gonna stitch it on a dark color anymore. I just did it because that's the piece of scrap I had available. But for the most part, I'd say, guys, we kind of pulled this off. To be honest with you, we kind of pulled this off, but I'm going to stitch it out one more time to, you know, get a more fine, to get it to look closer. I'm gonna make this Puma text a little bit bigger, like I said, a little bit taller, a little bit thicker, and we're gonna see how it turns out. Start it out. Let's zoom in so you guys can see even better. I made this stuff larger. I made the Puma bigger. I made our Puma look a little more ferocious. So we'll see if that worked. And I also went back to stitching on white so you guys can see it more distinct. And I think I might need to add more stitches in it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this available on my website for you guys so you guys can download it for free. I'm gonna add some more stitches in here and stitch it out one more time just so you guys can be assured that you're getting a good file. Because you guys can see, like in the tail part, I am still getting a little bit of light fabric peeking through. So I don't want to give that file to you guys and have anything peeking through. So I'm going to make sure that's taken care of before you guys get the file. But You guys can go download it. At the end of the video, I will put a link. Well, not a link. I'm gonna put where you guys can get it from. Oh yeah. You guys can't see it right now because it doesn't look exactly like the one, like the original, but I nailed it. I'm gonna adjust it a little bit more so you can't see the white, and then I'm gonna stitch it out one more time off camera, but I pretty much got this down pat, guys. I'm gonna just bring these a little bit over some and put a little bit more stitches in the text, and bring the stitches in the body a little bit over some, and this design is gonna be perfect, guys. It's gonna be available. Next shot you see is gonna be the last one I do. I'm gonna do it off camera, but this is gonna be available for you guys to download for free on allanawade.com. No, I mean on adubbproductions.com. Once again, this is gonna be available for you guys to download this file for free on adubbproductions.com, just because you guys stood by and watched the whole video. And don't forget to not skip the ads when you watch it. Should have said that in the beginning, but it's okay. I will give this to you guys for free. All right. All right, so you guys can check it out and see what we did right here. This is the original. Not a good shot. Gotta set the shot up better, guys. And this is the one we just got finished doing, which I think looks great. This is where we came from. This is the second one we did, which wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. This is the third one, which I figured out I had a down pack, and this is the last one compared to the original, guys. And I think we are right there. So let me reframe the shot. Alright, I think we can all agree that this over the top angle is better. Let's compare all 4 of the ones that I did, and of course the last one I think is the best one, most comparable. Still be cleaned up a little bit, but for the most part I think we kind of nailed it when you compare it to the original. Of course, nothing beats the real thing. Nice and clean and clear and crisp as far as the text is concerned. Our text could be a little bit better, but for the most part, and this one looks a little bit smoother and a little bit, but you know, a little bit cleaner, but for the most part, I think we did a good job. What do you guys think in the comment section down below? Would you rock it? Would you put it on merchandise? Would you put this on a shirt and wear it like it was the real thing? In the comment section down below, let me know. Would you rock it? You can adjust that file and make it just as clean. It's not that much difference, guys. Not that much difference, in my opinion. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and saw what you can do with the Brother SE600. If you haven't purchased yours, go to my link down below and purchase your machine, your Brother SE600 today. So guys, once again, it's your boy A-Dubb. Guys, that was a fun little thing to try to replicate right there. We didn't like super nailed it, but close enough, guys. So I'm gonna give you this file free on adubbproductions.com. Go on there and download this file if you like it. Absolutely free, and you guys can play with it in the PE Design Studio software. Once again, if you haven't purchased your embroidery machine, use my link down in the description down below. Helps the channel out a lot. Use my link if you're going to purchase anything on Amazon, guys. I really appreciate it. This was fun. This was challenging. Can't wait to do more. Stay tuned. It's your boy. Like my page, facebook.com/adubbproductions and facebook.com/King A-Dubb, and I'm out. Peace. Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?